All right, what's up, everybody? Um, yeah, this video is gonna be a little bit different. Um, it's nothing bad. It's just I have not been posting a lot recently, as y'all know, and I need to get into why that is, and also if it's going to change. Which I'm actually not sure. Um, okay, so first, let me just start by saying this. Um, for those of you who have noticed, I have not been doing videos or streaming in like a long time, right? Part of that is because a lot has just been going on. Um, but also part of it is like, how do I say this? Um, I'm just trying to think about if I want to do content or how I want to do it. Because in the past with streaming, it's been fun, like with people that come into my chat. It's been really fun to like hear that they're having fun, if that makes sense. But also, there's a lot going on right now in my life. And so just not sure if like now's a good time, if that makes sense. But also, it's something that I do kind of want to keep doing. I don't know if that helps, but if I were to, I guess, take another break or take a longer break, um, I don't know if I would ever get into the feel of it, if that makes sense. Like I want to, there's just I don't know when I'd be able to like jump back into it. Um, Second, me, Critical FN, and me, Freaky, kind of had like a falling out, I guess you could say. I'll just not they're not going to be on the channel much or never. There might be a couple videos that I have that I might post, but I'm really deciding that. Um, because I don't really want to use content with them right now. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to, and also not really sure if I want to. Anyway, nothing bad happened. It's just difference of personalities. I'm very left-brained, I guess you could say, and they're not. So I can come off as insensitive sometimes. And if for those of you like Pop that watch a lot of my content, um, you just arguments in the past you that happen while we're streaming. I'm pretty sure you can tell that like a lot of it has been because like I just not the most, I guess, they're there type person. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's not everything. That's not like the whole reason we stopped being friends. That's just like a big reason why I can't personally be their friend right now or ever. It's because I just emotionally I'm not there for them. And also a couple other things that have happened, but I'm not gonna spill the beans on everything like that. And for those of you that watch their content, that's why I have not been, because I know they've done, I think they still do. I'm like 80% sure they still do content. I have not been in streams or videos that they've posted since like December, maybe. I want to say December. I think the last time was literally Christmas Eve. That was the last time I did a stream with them, which was Helldivers 2. Um, and I think that's the last time I will. At least as far as I can tell, that's the last time I'm ever gonna do anything with them again. Um, how do I say this? I don't want for anybody because we've kind of built our content with each other. And so anybody that watches both or all three channels, I don't want y'all to like not watch them, because it's not like any of us did anything wrong. We just kind of grew apart, and so I don't want them to like lose viewers or anything like that, because they still, as far as I know, are taking content seriously. So, give them all support they uh, can have. I'm not reading a script. I'm just trying to think right now. Let me think. I'm part of me. I'm gonna be so honest with you. I if I do content, I really, and this has been on me for a long time now. Like when I started last year, I wanted to do something for Easter because I didn't do content back on like Christmas time, and so I just didn't end up doing anything Christmas related. And then this past Christmas, there was a lot going on, and so I just didn't end up doing anything then either. But I want to start doing content that is more, I guess, Jesus centric, if that makes sense. Because for those of you who don't know, I am a Christian, and I do want what I do to like help lead people to Christ, if that makes sense. I don't want to be the person that's just like, I don't know. I I know I do a lot of things. I say a lot of things that are like, oh my gosh, this person believes in Christ. Yeah, I know. I'm not perfect, but I want to make sure people can live happy, if that makes sense. Because you can find lots of joy in the word, but that's not the point of this video. I just thought I would share that if I were to keep doing content, that would be a big part of it. Um, what else? There's a couple other things. Um, I might. hmm, I also, if I do start doing content again, I might do like story games instead of where mainly I've been kind of focused on a lot of multiplayer, like Gang Beast, or like I've played DC Universe Online or Helldivers, where it's like we're playing with a bunch of people. You know what I mean? Or not a bunch, but playing competitive or outright just online games. I'm not sure I'm gonna do a whole lot of that. Like you might see like a GTA video here and there. You might see, I don't know, I might play Roblox games with some friends. I don't know. But I don't want, oh, I've wanted for a while now to like get into story games. Like I have all three of the Spider-Man games and I kind of want to do like a series on them. I want to do the Jedi Survivor games. I want to do The Last of Us. I want to do Resident Evil. I want to do Silent Hill even, because I've heard that's good. There's just a lot of things that I've wanted to do, but part of me hasn't like, I don't know. When I was with when I was friends with Malachi and Caleb, a lot of time that I was down to do content, it was typically only whenever they were also down. And so like I can't really do story games with, you know, three people in the call because it's like then I'm distracted on trying to talk to them. And so part of me was just like, okay, well, let's just play a online game. But I mean, I know that's stupid. Let me just say that. That's very stupid. I should be able to like split my focus, but never got to it. I never did. And so I'm sorry because I know I've said this like in posts and I've said it in the Discord server that like I was gonna do Jedi Survivor and I was gonna do Spider-Man and stuff like that. Um, and I did record a video of me playing Jedi Survivor, and I had it on my channel, and I never ended up posting it. I thought I did, but I put it on private, and so it just never got out there. And by the time I realized, it was already too late. It was like 2 weeks after I posted it. I was like, this video has like one view. I was like, daggum, I'm not gonna do a full series. So I just figured people didn't like it. And then I realized, oh wait, it's been 2 weeks and it's been on private. Anyway, I um I do want to do like single player content. Let me just say that. Um, but also I do want to know if it's something that you guys would like. Does that make sense? Like I don't want to do single player content if it's not fun, you know? Because if it's not fun, then like that just gets rid of the whole purpose of me doing all this, you know? I don't know how to say that. Like that's kind of it, I guess. I also how do I say this? There's gonna be some videos that are like um I don't know. I'm actually not gonna get into that right now. Um I also ooh, I don't know where to take this channel. Like I've been thinking about doing Twitch, right? But also I mm, there's things that like I just can't do Twitch because like I don't have a I don't have a debit card, I don't have a bank account, I don't have anything like that. So anything that would make Twitch like better than YouTube just would not it wouldn't help me. And also I don't have like the equipment to be a good Twitch streamer. Does that make sense? Um, because like I don't have a webcam, I don't have a good mic, I don't have a lot of things. Um, that kind of just make me, I guess, okay to watch on YouTube. Because YouTube and Twitch, vastly different type of people watch those things. um, Twitch is kind of crazy, and YouTube is kind of like, I guess, kids. A lot of kids watch YouTube for some reason. Um, but I don't know. I also am not sure if I'm gonna do a lot of streaming anymore. Like it might just be the video format where I'm kind of like planning everything out now. Because before, when I was with Caleb and Malachi, there was a lot of things, and I mean a lot. Every time we tried to record, it was a hassle. Because we never planned anything out, and it was terrible. It would just be like, "Hey, I want to record today," and then it'd be like we didn't even have a game, and then we'd spend like an hour trying to figure out a game and stuff. And then by the time that we did figure it out, we couldn't like, "Hey, let's try not to do this, this, and this, and let's, it's just there was kind of no planning, and I don't like that because then it feels like, well, if I'm gonna be playing a game for an hour and I'm gonna be recording it, and there's nothing like I have no idea of what to do. You know what I mean? That just kind of I don't know. Sometimes it makes me feel like I don't want to post those videos, and there are a lot of videos that I haven't posted because of that. Um, and I think also doing story games would kind of help, like get rid of that feeling. Because story games, if I'm going into it like, hey, I know I'm just like, let's just play the story, There's like something to follow, if that makes sense. Whenever we're playing like, whenever we played Suicide Squad, for example, we did like, hey, we're going after Destro, let's get him as a character, right? It was planned. But whenever we play, I don't know, like Marvel Rivals, there wasn't really much. Like I would love to do Marvel Rivals ranked content, because I've hit like mid elo before, and I know I can go higher than that. I just haven't really, I guess, tried in a while, and I'm trying to get back into it this season, and I'm gonna post more about that. Um, But I don't know. I feel like things are better when there's a lot of planning behind it, or there's some planning behind it. 'Cause if it's just jump into it, hey, do this, this, and this, you can get stale at points, if that makes sense. I'm not saying like scripting like content or anything like that. I'm just saying like have an idea of what to do. Does that make sense? Like that's what I want to do. I want to have an idea of what I'm doing before I do it. Um, I don't know what else to say. There's a couple other things that I'll like talk about in the future, but not right now, if that makes sense. It's just not the right time. And I think that's all. Um, if you have any questions, comment in the comment section below. I don't I'll answer them, but if it's anything about like Malachi or Caleb, I'm gonna try not to dive too much into that because that's up to them. They can talk about it if they want to in the future, but I haven't seen them post anything talking about how like I'm not gonna be part of their channels anytime soon. So I'm figuring they just don't want me. They just don't want to talk about it at all. And they're probably just gonna forget about it. Um, so if y'all have anything like that, just I'm just gonna say right now, I'm gonna answer it, but it's gonna be very vague and very generic answers. But yeah, I will probably. I'm hoping to have it figured out by next Wednesday. So I'm gonna have a plan, and if I consider to keep doing content, I'm gonna post. I'll have a GTA video to post, and then if I post that next Thursday, then I'll hopefully keep doing content. But I have to think about it because I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing it still. Like I really, part of me wants to, but also part of me there's just a lot going on. Especially on my father's side of my family. Um, but yeah, thank you all for watching. Um, and I'll see you if and when I see you.